Today we're making a dessert using cottage cheese. So I'm measuring out 1 cup of cottage cheese. You can use the low fat or the full fat, whatever you want. It's hard to find cottage cheese at the store lately. So I am using this one, which I do love, but this is the full fat. But use whatever you'd like. And I'm just adding that to my blender. Make sure we get all of it. And next, I'm gonna take some frozen blueberries and I'm gonna add about 1/3 cup. This looks good. Okay, for the next part of this recipe, don't lose me here because I have a feeling this is gonna turn out really good. I'm gonna use some gelatin. I'm gonna do about a scoop or a little bit less than a scoop. We're gonna do about this much. Gelatin is really good for your bones and your joints, and it's also gonna make this into a really good consistency. So now what I'm gonna do is add some hot water, like so, and then just give this a good mix until it has fully dissolved. So we're just gonna mix, 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 mix. So like I said, gelatin is high in protein. It's also good for gut health. It's good for your bones and joints and muscles because it contains collagen, which we start to lose after about, I think it's in your late 20s, you start to lose collagen. So supplementing it can be really helpful for our bones and our joints and our skin. So we're just gonna keep mixing until fully dissolved. Okay guys, don't mind me, I had a minor spill. Anyways, it's pretty much all dissolved, so I'm just gonna pour that into my blender. And then last but not least, you're just gonna add sweetener of choice. You could do maple syrup, you could do honey. I'm using some of this monk fruit. It's actually a liquid monk fruit, and the only ingredient is monk fruit extract. So this is a keto sweetener. It'll keep it low sugar, low carb, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. Now we are going to just blend this up. we're laughing because now I'm just covered in water, but oh well. You guys know how it gets in the kitchen. Okay, we're just gonna blend this up until smooth. Okay, I'm wondering if I should add just another little splash of water to this. I'm thinking I'm going to because I think it's just a little bit too thick right now. So I'm just gonna add a little splash of water. All right, I'm gonna give it another little blend here. Alrighty, that should be good. Move this out of the way. And then you're just gonna take a container of your choice and we are just gonna pour this right in. Okay, I'm just gonna spread it evenly throughout the dish. And then we're gonna set this in the fridge to chill. I've never made this recipe before, so I'm not sure exactly how long it's gonna take, but I would imagine maybe like an hour or 2 hours, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I take it out of the fridge. Okay, this actually was only in the fridge chilling for like 45 minutes, but I honestly think it was ready before that. As you can see, let's do a test. Blizzard test. Okay, it passed. So let's just add some toppings before we give it a taste test. I'm just gonna add in some plain Greek yogurt. I feel like it'd be really good with some whipped cream, but I do not have that at the moment. So we're working with what we got per usual. And this will also add some extra protein. Okay, next I'm gonna take my last few fresh blueberries. You could also just use frozen and add these right on top. Okay, look at how good that looks. And this is super high in protein, so much from the cottage cheese and then also our Greek yogurt topping, a little bit of protein from the gelatin, and then we have some nice fiber and antioxidants from the blueberries, and then there's no added sugar in this because we used monk fruit. But like I said, you could also do honey or maple syrup or whatever sweetener you have. But I'm really excited to try this. I've never made anything like this before. I've made recipes with cottage cheese, as you guys probably know, but I've never added gelatin, I don't think. So I feel like it will be a nice touch. Let's try it out. All right, let's go ahead and grab a bite. Oh my gosh, look at that consistency. All right, let's try it out. You guys, that is so good. This might be one of the best cottage cheese recipes I've made. I was a little afraid. I'm not a huge Jell-O person, so I was a little worried it was gonna be too like Jell-O-y for me. But it's super light and fluffy. It's more like a mousse than a Jell-O. This is so good. So I think I just found my new favorite healthy dessert. I am gonna be making this on repeat. Definitely also gonna have to try to make some other flavors. If anyone has any flavor ideas, let me know in the comments on what I should try next. But this is so good. This is definitely a must make.